rahmatullah, and welcome back. Rania from Bangladesh. Raina? Aska from Indonesia.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, is there a dua for a work environment that upholds righteousness and doesn't normalize sins? Or a dua for a protection against people that regularly sin, fasik? Jazakallahu khairan.
Wa jazakum. There isn't anything specific, to my knowledge, anything prescribed for such a thing. However, a Muslim has only one God, one Lord, one Rabb that he can shower him with his needs. Anytime you are in salat, you're at the preferred times of dua between adhan and iqamah, you're at the last third of the night, it's raining, it's the last hour of Friday before sunset, you can make dua asking Allah Azza wa Jal to grant you a good environment, a sinless environment where you would get closer to Allah without falling into sin, and such general dua is accepted. Bailey from Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, sometimes I find some worships like dhikr or others, for example, reciting Surah Ikhlas 10 times. I hear them from other Salafi Sheikhs, but later I find that you said that it's not authentic. I mean, I know about Ikhtilaf, but my question is that as I'm following only you, so when I find any dhikr posted by other Sheikhs or from their books, can I do these worships and hope for the reward? As I don't know that
I cannot tell. See, you have to, even when I say something, to verify it, maybe I quote a hadith out of memory, maybe I am mistaken, maybe I'm wrong. Most likely I won't be, inshallah. And I try my level best not to say any hadith that is weak. But it happens, we're humans. So as a student of knowledge, you don't follow people blindly. No one is above the law. So you can't say, oh, Sheikh said so-and-so. So what? I have to cross-reference it with the Quran and with the Sunnah. We can't blindly follow people, even great scholars, by saying, oh, the Sheikh said this individual is deviant and bad. We have to cross him out. Maybe the Sheikh has beef with that person. Maybe he hates his guts. Maybe there is a financial dispute. You have to do your homework. And you cannot worship Allah Azza wa Jal based on what Tom, Dick, and Harry said. Maybe they quoted the wrong hadith. Maybe they had a misunderstanding. Maybe the hadith they quoted is authentic but was abrogated. So you do your level best and try to go to trusted websites like islamqa.info or durar.net to verify whether this hadith is authentic or not, whether your understanding of it is correct or not, and then you can move on, inshallah. Anas from Canada.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, so, sorry. So in Maghrib Salah, when I was at the second rak'ah, I did the sujood quickly by touching my nose in like less than a second. And then I lifted it, and then after I kind of like lifted it, I didn't say Subhana Rabbi al-A'la, so I was doubtful whether I made a proper sujood. So for the doubt, I made a third sujood, thinking that that one of them was not that this one was not valid, and then I did sujood before sujood the sahwi before salam. Is salah valid?
First of all, one of the pillars of salat is tranquility and tuma'nina. And if you just touch the ground and rise, this is invalid and invalidates your salat because you've intentionally messed around with the salat. Nobody does this. And the Prophet described such a prayer to be the prayer of the hypocrite, as he said, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. However, due to your ignorance of the ruling, if you've repeated it and then offered the sujood as-sahu at the end of the salat, inshallah your prayer is valid, but you have to be more careful next time. Bearing in mind that sujood as-sahu for such a mistake should have been after the salam, not before it. But again, due to your ignorance of the rulings of Islam, inshallah the prayer is valid.